Let's bring in Haneen Harara, who's a Palestinian journalist and also a humanitarian worker, also in Rafah. Great to have you on the program. Now, I just want to start by asking you, the maths of the situation. Rafah, before the 7th of October, had a population roughly, correct me if I'm wrong, of roughly 200,000 people, and now more than almost half of Gaza's population is there in Rafah. So what does this mean for the humanitarian situation? How are people coping? And I believe there are just 2 hospitals only there in that area.
Thank you so much. First of all, it is the 72 days of the ongoing escalation against people here all over the Gaza Strip. It is enormously a catastrophic situation. We are talking about the humanitarian issues here and the humanitarian situation here right now. It is miserable, and literally the situation is getting worse day by day. If we talk about the Rafah capacity to welcome a new thousands of people who are evacuated from the Khan Yunis, which is even in the southern Gaza Strip, there's no capacity for those people who are trying to evacuate from their homes, escaping from the shellings and rockets and bombings there. The Israeli authorities claim that the southern Gaza is a comfort or a safe zone. But unfortunately, it is ongoing massacres and atrocities against all over the Gaza Strip. So here we are trying to reach those people to provide them with the essential needs as a humanitarian activists here, as a volunteers who are trying to provide those people with blankets, clothes, and medicine. Because we know, as the audience may aware, there is no even enough humanitarian aid that entering the Gaza Strip. We talk about 100 trucks that's supposed to enter the Gaza Strip 2 days ago. The last trucks that entered the Gaza Strip was on the last Wednesday. There was 140 trucks that entering the Gaza Strip as a humanitarian aid here for the people. But in the Friday and Saturday, there is off and there is no humanitarian trucks entering the Gaza Strip because, as the Israeli authorities announced that they want those trucks to be passed through Karm Abu Salim border to inspect it before passing and reaching for the Gaza people here. So we are talking about limitation of even the supplies here. When the mothers or the fathers are trying to reach the markets, even there's no enough supplies. They are returning back homes handful because there's not even borders that entering the supplements or the enough supplements for this abnormal situation that all of the Gaza Strip are witnessed. So if we talk about even the people who are live in tents right now, there is no essential supplies. There is no hygiene items for those people, for those mummies, for those sisters. So we mentioned before, those are trying just to make some small holes to make it as a bathroom to relieve themselves. So here it is miserable, and the people are feeling so tired to calling the international community and the international organization to cease fire this hell that they are living and go through.
Haneen, this week we saw images of rain there in Gaza, and of course it is so much colder. It's winter. What can you do? What can you do to help people in these situations right now? Because as you say, that international aid isn't even coming in, and just the images we were looking at a second ago, cars can't pass, ambulances can't pass, and it's so difficult to maneuver, I can imagine.
Yeah. So I just want to mention, when the people are trying to evacuate their homes from the northern Gaza Strip or the center of Gaza Strip directed to the southern Gaza Strip, they have nothing because they are trying just to live with no dangers there. So when they reach the southern, unfortunately, there is no capacity, as I mentioned, even in the market, even in the ground itself. So there's no supplies. We could even hardly offer them and provide them with some blankets, clothes for the babies, and even shoes. But now it's so hard because there's a huge limitation in the market to provide them with this. In addition, there is a huge limitation even in the medicine because there is many thousands or dozens of thousands of people who are suffering from chronic disease with no enough medicine for those people. So imagine with me how they are suffering from a different side. The people who are just getting out of the Gaza Strip or even from the northern Gaza Strip or Gaza Center, the city of Gaza, escaping or just for living, are now facing slowly death here at the southern Gaza Strip, with no medical care, with no even capacity at the hospitals, with no even essential supplements, hygiene supplies, or even food itself. The fathers here are trying their best to provide their families, to feed their families. We here, as a mother, as even a journalist who witnessed lines of waiting. The people here are just wake up every single moment or even single morning, to just wait in a long lines of water, clean water to drink, water to use, even a line of bread to get bread or even one bread just to get it and feed their children. The situation here is enormously catastrophe. So right now, calling seriously the international laws and the international community, as the people are said, and the people are calling day by day to cease fire this and to stop this genocide and ethnic cleansing that we witness every single day here.
Haneen, thank you so much for giving the world your message there so strongly. Haneen Harara, a Palestinian journalist and also humanitarian worker, thank you so much.